Hello everybody! So I've made some videos in the past where I teach you survival insert language. I think that's the entire title that I've given you. And today I wanted to, I think, complete the series where I teach you survival Swiss German by doing the one language that I haven't done yet, which is Swiss German. Before you yell at me and say, Swiss German is not a language, I know. I've been making videos on this website for a while. I know it's not a language, babes. Don't worry about it. It is not a language. Don't worry about it. I'm not saying it is. It's a dialect. Okay. Before we get any further into today's video, I wanted to give a little tiny shout out to today's sponsor, which is italki. Italki, if you don't know, is an online language learning platform which connects students and teachers through video chat. There are over 130 different languages and dialects for you to choose from. If you're now thinking, oh, but like, yeah, they'll have like the basics, you know, like every other language platform, like English, German, French, Chinese, Spanish, Japanese, maybe. No. 130 different languages and dialects. That means they also have very niche language lessons available. For example, business English, French for tourism, or even Swiss German. With a language catalog of over 130 different languages and dialects, you're sure to find what you need for you. There are also different types of teachers on italki, and with different teachers come different price ranges. Italki is also very flexible, meaning if one week you want to have classes on Tuesday from 9 till 10, that's possible, and then the next week, if you want to have it from Friday from 6 to 7 p.m., that's totally cool, and that totally works on italki. Personally, I've used italki myself to help me get from very basic beginner level Korean to being able to have a small conversation in Korean. And you might think that's not a lot in a year, buddy boy. But Korean is hard, my dude. Korean is difficult. If you enter the code EU2020 at checkout for $10 worth of italki credits, you can get $5 off. Now, if languages is not your thing, what about italki's cultural videos about the holiday season around the world? It's what they're doing this year because 2020 has been a bit of a shit show and they want to lift everybody's spirits and motivate people to learn languages again and pick them up. So they'll be having 5 teachers from around the world telling you about their cultural holiday season. If any of that sounds interesting to you, go.italki.com/Janice. That's go.italki.com/Janice. Don't forget to use the coupon code EU2020 for $5 off of your $10 purchase. This is your reminder to drink some water. If you haven't drank enough water today, go drink some now. Take a few sips, it's fine. No, I will not accept anything that's not water. I will not accept tea, coffee, anything that has water in it. Water, just pure water. Go. Let's get into the video. So, as I say before I start any of these videos, despite the fact that I haven't watched the other ones, but I think I say in every video that like, if you're only traveling to a country for like 2 weeks or something, I don't think you have to learn a language, or dialect in this case. But if you're moving there, it might be a good idea. It might be a good idea to learn the language. But if you're only going there for a short little holiday, don't worry about it. Just a few pointers will probably be very appreciated by the locals. Okay, so let's start. First of all, how do you say hello? There are 2 ways of saying hello in Swiss German, possibly more, but the most common 2 are divided by politeness levels. But like a lot of languages other than English have different words for different politeness levels. In German and Swiss German, there are only 2. There is formal and there is informal. I will teach you both. First of all, how do you say hello? Informal is hoi. Hoi. And the formal one is grüezi. Hoi, grüezi. Next up, how do you say goodbye? Again, formal, informal. Tschüss. Ade. Next up we have thank you. Very important. I would say that. I say this in every single video, but I say thank you a lot. When I go traveling, when I'm in Switzerland, I say thank you a whole bunch. I just like to be polite. Thank you in Swiss German, again, informal, is merci and danke. Merci, yeah, it's the French one. It's literally the French merci, but spoken in a very Swiss German accent of merci. Again, we just stole the German word and just made the K sound a little bit stronger, so it's not danke, it's danke. Danke. Next up, if you're looking for a toilet, how do you say toilet? Again, there's 2 versions of saying it. I'm not really sure if this is like formal and informal. I use it interchangeably. One is WC, so literally just WC. And the other way of saying it is toilette. I guess in a way toilette is more like a fancy way of saying WC. Next up, we have how do you say I'm sorry? Or like, excuse me. There are 3 ways that I counted that you can say this. There is sorry, Entschuldigung, und excuse. Sorry, Entschuldigung, excuse. 3 ways of saying I'm sorry. If you're in a restaurant ordering off of a menu and you don't know how to pronounce the food, which that's fine, sometimes it's written in French and I'm like, je ne parle pas français, how the fuck do you say that? I would point to it and say, dasta. And then please, but I'm gonna teach you please in a moment. But for now, this one means dasta. So you would say, dasta.
Dasta.
Got it? Good. And now, because we're polite here in Switzerland, you would say dasta, please. This one, please. Dasta, bitte. Very similar to the German one, right? Bitte, bitte. And the last thing that's also very important that I almost forget every single time I make one of these videos is yes and no. Kind of important. Kind of important. Yes is ja and no is nei. If you're wanting to say yes and no and you forget how to say ja and nei, you can also just ja, nei. Works the same way. In Korean, you can actually go like this and it means no. I don't know if Swiss people would understand this. In Swiss, this doesn't really work in this. I don't know. I've never seen a Swiss person go like this. Maybe they'll get it. I don't know. I'm not Swiss. I am though. My brain is going 3 miles an hour. That's not very fast. I hope this helps. So this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can stick around till when I make a new one. I hope you drink lots of water, get lots of sleep, and this is the end. Goodbye. A little reminder that Swiss German is a dialect, not a language, although some people would like for it to be a language. But if you made it its own language, you would have to teach it in like schools and shit. I would not want to study Swiss German.
I would also like to give a big shout out to my patrons. Thank you so much for supporting me. It means the world to me. And an even more special shout out to Lemon Planter. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy all of the content and yeah, see you next time.